Hello and welcome back for more solo board gaming. My name is Shuffles, and today we've got Slay the Spire back on the table. Been absolutely loving this game. I'm slowly working my way up through the Ascension levels. So this run will have a little more challenge than the last one we did with Watcher. So let's go ahead and jump in. So today we'll be playing as Defect, and we're going to be doing this run on Ascension 3. So looking at the Ascension levels, we'll be dealing with harder elites. We'll be capped at 8 health instead of 9. And we'll have some harder events coming out of the question mark deck. Let's kick things off with our Blessing from Neow. We're going to gain 3 gold and a card reward, and then we'll get to choose one of these options at the bottom here. We can upgrade a card, gain 5 more gold, or gain a relic and also take a curse. We've taken our 3 gold, so we're up to 5 now. Looking at our card rewards, not a lot of great choices here. Capacitor, I think, hurts us early. We won't be able to trigger our orbs very easily if we take Capacitor. Overclock gives us a little bit of card draw, but we really need some offense in Act 1. So I think I'm going to take Chaos, best of the 3. It's an okay start. All right, so the rest of the card, I don't want the curse. I don't think it's worth it for a relic. So we'll skip that option. We can take 5 gold or upgrade one of our cards. So I think that choice will depend on if we're going to hit a store. So if we take a look at our Act 1 Spire here and try to pick a route, should be able to figure out if we're going to hit a store or not. My general strategy for Act 1 is to try to hit as many fights as we can. I'm wanting to add offensive cards to our deck. So we want to hit fights, so we'll see more cards. And then in the second half of Act 1, we want to hit as many elites as possible. So I think we definitely want to hit the top left side of the Spire here. Just hit elite, Campfire. That's a great finish to Act 1. So we could hit this store here in the middle. We don't want to take on the Burning Elite that early. I don't think we'll be strong enough. I think our route actually will take us probably right up the middle here. We will hit that store. So I think we will take the 5 gold. So we're starting off the game with 10 gold. We've picked up the Chaos, and that's been shuffled into our deck. Ready for the first encounter. We've got a red louse and a green louse. So when the louses take damage, they're going to curl up and gain 2 shields. So they're a little tough to take out unless you can do 3 damage all at once. I don't think we'll be able to do that. So dice roll turn 1. That does trigger our loaded die ability, so we get 1 block. And the louses are going to be attacking us for 2. For the red one, and then the other one will weaken us. Since we rolled a 4, playing Chaos will generate a Frost Orb, and that will continue blocking for us the rest of this fight. So we'll go ahead and play Chaos for 1 energy. And get our Frost Orb out. So we're covered on block for this turn. We'll spend the rest of our energy on 2 strikes. And we'll go ahead and make both of them curl up so that the ability doesn't happen anymore. So both louses are at 2 health. All right, end of our turn, our lightning triggers for 1 damage. That will be blocked by the shields the louse is generated after curling up. So that won't happen, but the frost gives us our second block, and we've blocked all the damage from the red louse. We are weakened going into our next turn now. Let's roll for second turn. That does not help us. We're only up against 1 damage, which we'll block with our Frost Orb. And I think Dual Cast will go ahead and end this anyway. So Dual Cast will evoke the Lightning Orb twice. Does 2 damage twice, and that will finish off both enemies. That'll do it for the first fight. We didn't lose any health. We're going to gain 1 gold and a card reward. These are the choices we ended up with for the card reward. I don't really like any of them. I kind of want an attack, but I don't think I want to go in on claw. I think we're just going to take another orb here. We'll go with Cool-Headed. That'll get us a frost. We really need to start picking up some damage soon. All right, moving straight up the middle of the Spire here. I'll take us to our first event. It is the Cleric. We can pay gold to heal, pay 2 gold to upgrade a card, or pay 3 to remove a card. We do have 10 gold. I'm sorry, no, we have 11 gold. And we are hitting a store soon. I may just pay the 2 to upgrade. I think we'll just upgrade Zap. That'll make it free instead of 1 cost. Make that one a little bit more useful. That takes us down to 9 gold. Let's move into our next fight. We are up against the Looter this time, so we've got 3 turns to kill him, or he leaves and steals 2 of our gold. Let's roll for turn 1. We got a 6. That will trigger loaded die. We do get 1 block. And our Chaos is going to generate a Dark Orb based on that dice roll. So we'll put that out. We need 1 more block to not take any damage this turn. I think I don't know if we'll be able to do enough damage if we don't use both strikes. Now I think we'll be okay. If we can dual cast the Dark Orb, I think we'll be fine on this one. So let's block for 1 energy. Brings us down to 1. Gives us the block we need, and then last energy we'll play a strike. All right, so the Looter attacks for 2. We blocked both. We forgot to do our 1 damage from lightning, so Looter is at 7 health. He's going to be attacking for 3 this turn and adding a shield. We're going to dual cast that Dark Orb. Got 2 energy left. And that's going to do 3 damage twice. Bringing him down to 1. And then we'll use our strike to finish him off. So that'll do it for the Looter. And we'll pick up a potion. Cunning Potion. 3 attacks for 1 each. And we'll check card rewards. We've got Skim, which is usually pretty good. It's not amazing early. We really need attacks. I may have to take this Streamline even though it's expensive. I think we'll pick up some powers later. So it may get a little bit better as the game goes on. Kind of a rough start with attacks. Force Field is completely useless right now. We have no powers. It's a 3 cost, 3 block card. I guess we'll take Streamline and we'll grab a power soon. All right, moving into the next floor. I think we're going to go Campfire. The events are a little more challenging and unpredictable at Ascension 3. We'll just take the free upgrade here. And we're going to go with Streamline. Get up to 4 attack for 2 cost. Makes it a little more playable. And then we'll move into the next floor. We've got a pair of fungi beasts. So if we kill one of them and the other one's still alive, the other one will put vulnerable on us. So I kind of like to time it to where we can kill both the same turn. But they do gain strength pretty quickly depending on what we roll. We've rolled a 3. Going to be up against 3 damage. And the one on the left will get stronger. I think we're just going to block this turn, mostly because we still have this Cunning Potion. I know we have Streamline coming, as well as Dual Cast. I think we'll be okay. That'll keep us from taking any damage this turn. We'll do 1 damage from the lightning to this one, I guess. All right, now we've rolled a 4. So we get 1 block this turn. The beasts will both do the same thing again. But I think we might be able to take out both here. We've got Zap we can play for free. It gives us another lightning. And we have Streamline and Dual Cast. I think we'll actually be 1 short. We might have to use this potion. So if we play Streamline, we've got 1 energy left. And we do 4 damage. Yeah, Dual Cast on the lightning would take out one of the fungi beasts, not the other. So I think we'll go ahead and... Do we need to use the potion? I think so. If we kill one of them, we're going to be vulnerable and we'll be taking think 4 damage here. So we'll just go ahead and use that Cunning Potion. So that does 3 damage. So it kills that one. 1 more damage here, and then dual cast will finish it up. That'll get us 1 more gold. That puts us back to 10. We get a new potion. Oh, Entropic Brew. Okay, so we'll go ahead and spin that and get 2 more potions. Weak and skill. All right. And card reward. So another cool-headed. I don't think we want that. Recursion is okay. It can help us evoke orbs, but I don't think it's amazing right now. Probably just going to take Scrape here. Does 2 damage. And it can get us our Zap back. We can also upgrade Chaos at some point. So we'll get that back. Dual Cast could also be 0 cost. I don't like any of these, honestly. I think we're going to skip. Let's just skip, and we'll see what's in the store. I'm a little worried about the 2 elite plan for the second half, because we don't have any damage yet. Store is set up. We've got some interesting choices here. I really like Charon's Ashes. Roll a 1 or a 2. You can exhaust a card in your hand to deal 2 damage. And we have Slime Boss coming up. Is going to give us a ton of cards we're going to want to exhaust. We can do that 1 out of 3 turns. Just anytime you roll a 1 or a 2. That seems like an amazing relic. I don't think I've actually had that one before. I definitely want that. We've got 10 gold. So we'll buy that. Leaves us with 3. So the choice is... I think we clearly need attack more than we need to remove a card. We have 3 decent choices. So Doom and Gloom, 2 damage to a whole row, channels a Dark Orb. It's more expensive at 2 cost. Sunder is 3 cost. If it kills an enemy, it gains 3 energy back. And then Darkness just channels a Dark. I think we're going to go Doom and Gloom. Let's do that. So that'll exhaust our stack of gold. We finally have something that helps us a little bit with damage, especially with multiple enemies. Moving on, up the Spire. Next floor gives us a Relic. It is Anchor. Start of combat, we'll have 2 block. Next floor, we're going to stick with this. We'll hope for the best against these elites. But we've got an event first. That is going to be World of Goop. This is one of the new bad events, I think. We can gain 3 gold and lose 2 health. Gain a relic and a curse, or leave and lose 1 gold. Oh no. Okay, we are going to just leave it, lose 1 gold. We don't have any gold to lose, so I think we're okay. We'll just move on. Have a waste of a floor, but the alternative is we could have taken a relic, but also a curse. I kind of hate taking a curse against upcoming slime boss. We're gonna have enough junk in our hand. Well, let's just move on. We'll move into our first elite fight. We're up against Sentries. Ready to go for the Sentry fight? Let's roll. Got a 1. Okay, so we have the option to exhaust a card and deal 2 damage. So we'll exhaust a strike, and that'll deal 2 damage. We'll do this one. We do have 2 block this turn from Anchor, and we're up against 3 damage. We'll play Cool-Headed. Channels of Frost. 2 energy. So our block is covered. We have 2 energy left. I don't know if I want to dual cast and get rid of our only lightning orb. I guess we'll do it. We'll dual cast. The lightning comes off. It'll deal 4 more damage. And 1 more strike. The first sentry is almost dead, down to 1 health. We can generate our block from Frost, so we don't take any damage this turn. We pick up 1 dazed card. Next turn, roll to 5. That'll give us 1 block. Let's do Doom and Gloom. That does 2 damage to all the sentries, so we've got 1 dead. And we've generated a Dark Orb. Got 1 energy left. Zap is free, so we have a lightning back. We'll play 1 defend. For our last energy, gives us 2 block. We'll take 1 damage. Take another daze. This one goes away, so we'll get it back. And ready for the next turn. Our lightning would have done 1 more damage as well. Got a sentry down to 4 health and 1 at 6. Let's roll. Roll to 2. So Charon's Ashes triggers. We can exhaust this dazed to do 2 damage, which we will. And Chaos on a 2 generates a lightning orb. So we'll let that evoke the Dark Orb for 3 damage. So this sentry drops down to 3 health. We have 2 energy left. We can do a strike on sentry B. And then play defend with our last energy. That actually won't matter. Our 2 lightnings will finish off sentry B. So we just have 1 left. And it's going to be dead next turn with 2 lightnings. So I think we are good to move on. Not too bad. Only lost 1 health against sentries. That's pretty good. Sentry rewards. We're going to get 2 gold. So we have gold again. Get a new relic. Meat on the bone. End of combat. If you have less than 4 HP, your HP becomes 4. And let's check cards. So we've got our first power card, possibly. Storm. Start of turn, channel 1 lightning. We've got FTL as a 0-cost attack. It'll draw 1 card if it's the first card we play. And then barrage, 1 damage per orb we have. I think this is probably a clear storm here. I think if we upgrade it, it becomes 2 lightning per turn. It does. That may be our priority to upgrade. And we'll have a chance to do just that at this campfire. So we're going to upgrade Storm. That'll take us into the next elite fight. We are up against Gremlin. Got 17 health. We've got 1 turn to play skills before he starts damaging us every time we play a skill. And then he doesn't attack us the first turn either. Not the best draw on turn 1 with these 3 defends. I was hoping to get Storm out before we played Streamline, but that's okay. We'll use our 3 energy on Streamline and a strike. That'll deal 5. We do need to roll and see if we get a 1 or a 2. We did, actually, so we can exhaust, defend for 2 more damage. So 2, 3, and 4 is 7. Plus our 1 lightning, so he's down to 9 health. And now he's enraged for the rest of combat. Let's roll again. Got a 5, gives us 1 block. So we're going to play Doom and Gloom. Leaves us with 1 energy. Channels a dark and does 2 damage. So he's down to 7. And we're going to dual cast that Dark Orb for our last energy. That's going to do 6 damage. Brings him down to 1. We do take 1 damage from playing a skill. We blocked it. And he's at 1 health. We've got a Lightning Orb up, so that will finish off Gremlin Knob. Actually got out of there without taking any damage. Very nice. So Gremlin Knob gives us 2 more gold. We're up to 4 again. Another Relic. Strike Dummy. Starter strikes deal +1 damage. That is good, since we haven't gotten rid of any of them yet. Check our card choices. We got Barrage again. Consume. Orb evoke effects get +1. That's an expensive power for 2. And go for the eyes. 0 cost attack for 1 damage. Or 1 damage plus a weakened, depending on roll. So consume, if you upgrade it, it's only 1 cost. We do have an opportunity to upgrade next turn. I think I'm going to skip this one. I don't particularly like any of those, and we've got other cards we can upgrade. So we'll move into our Campfire. Let's do Cool-Headed. So if we upgrade that, I think it's going to let us Channel Frost and draw a card. So we'll do that. And that'll take us into the Slime Boss fight. We are ready to go for Slime Boss. So he's going to junk up our deck with a bunch of status cards. He's got 22 health. He does a big attack for 6 on turn 3. We want to try to split him before that happens. So we need to do 22 damage, and he'll split into 3 more slimes. And then we'll have to deal with those. First roll is a 2. So we get to exhaust something and do 2 damage. I think we'll do a defend. So that takes him down to 20. Zap is free. Still have 3 energy left. We'll play Storm for 1. Starting next turn, we'll be channeling 2 lightning every turn. Streamline is cheaper now. Only costs 1 to play, does 4 damage. Takes him down to 16. Then we have 1 energy left. We'll play a Strike, which now does 2 because of Strike Dummy. So 14, and then 2 more for the lightning. So he's down to 12. And we get 3 status cards. Next turn, roll to 4. So that's 1 block. We generate 2 lightning. So we're full now. That'll evoke 1 for 2 damage. Down to 10. So dual cast will do 2 damage twice. It brings him down to 6. We lose a lightning orb. We've got 2 energy left, so I think we'll be able to split him this turn, which is awesome. So he won't put the 2 extra status cards in our deck. We can play 2 strikes for the last 2 energy. They each do 2 damage thanks to Strike Dummy. That brings him down to 2. And then the 2 lightning orbs will finish him off. So we'll go ahead and split into 3 slimes. We've got our 3 slimes ready. Large, Acid, and Spike. Let's roll to see what happens. So 5 is going to give us 1 block. And for the enemies, it means the large slime attacks for 3 and adds 2 status cards. The Acid does 2 and the Spike does 2. So there's a lot of damage incoming. We do channel 2 lightning at the beginning of our turn. So 1 of those will evoke. This might be a mistake, but I think we're going to try to take out the large slime. I don't know if we've got enough to do it. But the 2 damage from that lightning evoke, that's where we'll put that. So he's down to 10. We'll do Doom and Gloom. That's 2 damage across the board. We get a Dark Orb, which replaces a lightning, so the lightning does 2 more damage. Large slime is down to 6. Now we can play Cool-Headed. That will generate a Frost, replacing the Dark. And the Dark Orb does 4 damage since we have a power in play. So large is down to 2 health. We do draw 1 card. And there's just a status card. Okay, and we're out of energy, so we'll discard. But we have just enough damage from the 2 remaining lightning to take out the large slime. Our frost orb generates 1 block, and then we're attacked for 4. So we do lose 2 health. It puts down to 5. But the large slime was the biggest threat there, so I think we're okay. Yeah, we're in good shape. So Storm is going to generate 2 more lightning. We'll have the existing 2 lightning evoke, 2 damage each. And then Doom and Gloom can finish it off. So that's it for Slime Boss, and that'll complete Act 1. So Slime Boss is going to give us 3 gold. That brings us up to 7. And then we'll get a boss relic. All right, we've got 3 choices. Orrery, I think I'm going to rule out. It does give 4 card rewards, which could be really useful, but I think we want energy. So we can do Fusion Hammer, which will give us 1 energy every turn, but we can't upgrade any more cards, at least not at Campfires. Or we could take Snecko. So Snecko, you never know what you're going to get with the dice. You're either drawing 2 cards, gaining energy, or gaining a dazed card. Well, we've narrowed it down to 2, so it's either Snecko or Fusion. I'm not sure yet. Let's take a look at the rare cards. Got a choice here. Meteor Strike, 10 damage. It is a 5-cost card. Costs 1 less for each power you have in play. We've only got 1 power in our deck right now. We'll skip that. Multicast. Evoke 1 orb X amount of times. That's based on how much energy you have. All for 1. 2-cost attack for 2 damage. Put all the 0-cost cards from your discard pile into your hand. We don't have a lot of those. I think we'll take multicast. And let's take Snecko Eye. That way we can still upgrade. And it'll be fun. We'll do Snecko Eye. So that is going to do it for Act 1. So we'll get set up and do Act 2. That'll be in the next video. We're off to a pretty good start. We've loaded our deck with quite a few attacks now. We'll have to work on defense a little bit. Generating some orbs, and we've got plenty of relics so far. And we kind of cruised through Act 1, didn't take a whole lot of damage, so hopefully Act 2 goes as well. I'll be back soon with Act 2. Thank you so much for watching.